bonding in carbon's compound. So which type of bond formed in carbon carbon and other atoms? Okay, so scientists beginning onwards, scientists they start thinking which type of bond. So the first they started comparison between ionic compound and carbon compounds. Basically, ionic compounds have high melting point, high boiling point, and they are good conductor of electricity due to strong intermolecular interaction between ions. Okay, due to strong intermolecular interaction between the ions, ionic compound shows high melting point, high boiling point, and they are good conductor of electricity in aqueous medium. So these data they are compared with carbon's compound. Okay, so when they compare ionic compounds and carbon compounds, they notice that carbon compounds having low melting point, low boiling points, and they are poor conductor of electricity. And now these two data is not matched. Okay, so then scientists again they start thinking, yes, when compared with ionic compounds, these data, carbon compound data having everything low as well as poor. Okay, then which type of bond it will form? Definitely ionic bond, though it will not form. And again, what they have noticed, if they are poor conductor of electricity, okay, so again they started why poor conductor of electricity means definitely carbon and carbon's compound they do not form free ions. They do not form free ions. Basically, to conduct the electricity in aqueous medium, the movement of free ions are required. Okay, but that free ion formation doesn't takes place. That is the reason poor conductor of electricity. Whereas why melting point and boiling points are again low as compared with carbon's compound means when carbon combined with some other atom, when it's combined with some other atom, it may be a carbon and carbon or it may be a carbon and other atoms. Okay, so when it form a bond with other atoms, okay, so between the atom the interaction is very weak. Between carbon or carbon and other atom, interaction is very weak when we compare with cation and anion interaction in ionic compounds. These interionic interactions are strong, whereas here interatomic interactions are very weak. So because of that weak intermolecular interaction, so what will happen? These bonds are easily breakable. Okay, after breaking the bond also, these atoms they do not form ions. So that's the reason their carbon compound shows low melting point, low boiling point, and they are poor conductor of electricity because they do not form ions.